Hello, wonderful people. It is I, TeresaLouise, here on a Wednesday night, the 14th. Happy Flag Day. Yeah, hope you had a good day. I had a good day. My back is saying I had a good day. So, yeah, it's another late night. I have not done any sewing at all today. And I just wanted to get up here and do a little sewing. And if I have some people join me, yay. Um, I'm going to work on the second block um, called Pressed Flowers. It's a quilt along with the Fat Quarter Shop. This one right here. And I'll give you some more information about it in just a second. Because I see I have some people coming on. So I want to get this phone up and so I can see the chat. Hello, Kay. Hello, Melina. Here I am. There we go. Hey, Zach, how's it going? Put this on live chat. Hi, Sarah. Okay, I think we're good so far. All right, so if you're out there watching, just say hello so I can say hi. It says we have 13, but I only see three chats and five thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. Hi, Judy. How are you tonight? So how is everybody? Sorry, I'm kind of squirmy, if that's a word. I'm squirmy because my back hurts. so so I'm sorry about that. If I'm squirming around a little bit, driving you crazy, um, yeah, the back is not feeling good. Hello, Tiffany. Zach is doing good. Just getting back from Atlanta. Hello, Teresa. First time joining your live. Well, welcome, everybody. Please welcome Teresa. Hello, Shelly. Hello. Oh, Judy's good now that she's finished playing with Jack. Yeah, Jack's a lot of fun. Yeah. Who else we got here? Linda. Hello, Linda. And okay, looks like I'm caught up. And Linda Price. Hello. Hello, Peggy. How are you doing? Watching on the TV. Just finished squaring up some blocks. Cool. That's always fun, especially when they come out right? When everything measures out exactly like it's supposed to. What a feeling that is, right? Hello, Kay. Hello, Diane from Kansas. How are you doing? So, yeah, I had a good day. Spent the day with the hubby, going around doing some things that he enjoys doing, and I enjoy also. We went out and looked for mushrooms because we're right at the end of mushroom season. It's been a cool spring, and so they started out late, but I think we should have got out there a couple of days sooner because we found a whole bunch, lots and lots and lots that were already dried up and starting to, they're not good. So there was quite a few that we couldn't pick. We were picking morels, if you've ever heard of those. Hello, Marley. How's it going? Let's see. So anyway, that was fun. It was a nice drive. I always love going for a ride or a drive up in the woods, in the woods where I haven't been before. It's very enjoyable. And it was pretty cold. I actually had a coat on today. Yeah, that's how cold it was. Like 60 degrees out there. And so, do you guys remember the last year we had that big fire? We went up there because typically after a fire, um, for some reason, it stimulates morel growth. And boy, it sure did. There was a lot. And well, we didn't get a lot because, like I said, a lot of them were dried out. But I did get a nice size bowl full of them. So got them all cleaned up and ready to put in the freezer. So, and Judy wants to know if Tiffany, did you long arm some? Tiffany, what did you do? Okay, Tiffany, what did you do? Hello, Shirley. Oh, wow. You long arm quilted for the first time since May 5th. Oh, my goodness. But only for about 15 minutes. The loading and unloading the small project took most of the effort out of me. But I only did a simple meander, but it's quilted. Yay, you did it. I have one loaded over there that I really need to do. So hoping to get to that tomorrow or maybe tomorrow night. Okay, enough babbling already. So Pressed Flowers Quilt Along is with the Fat Quarter Shop Sew Sampler box. You receive it every month if you are subscribed to the Sew Sampler box. And this was block 1. And I did this one already. Did it on the channel. There's a video, so if you need to see that, you can go back and watch that video. And it's right there behind me, hanging up. I'll bring it over so you can see it. So block 1, and it's going to be on point. Okay, so normally a block sits like this, but this one is going to turn. So that's what they call on point. And so there'll have to be added background fabric to here to make it square again. I don't know what those measurements are yet, but this is the first one. So I'll just leave that hanging up. Now, you can get this block of the month at the Fat Quarter Shop. If you're interested, it's $4.95, I believe, a month for it. I have the link for this in the description box under the video. Look for projects, and under projects, I have listed several of the projects I'm working on and where you can find those patterns, or in this case, the block of the month. So there is a link there if you're interested. And I'm not sure how long after the box is released. I think it's like a week or so. Then they release the pattern. So you'll have to download it. Okay. So anyway, that's what I'm going to work on tonight. I already have it all cut out. If anybody happens to be working on this, if you have any questions, just let me know. If you're watching the replay and you have questions, be sure and let me know. Now, I was watching a live earlier tonight, and I can't remember who it was. The lady was asking a question about Christmas morning fabric and if I was going to be doing a sew along with that fabric. And the answer is yes, sort of, this one, because this quilt along or sew along, I am using my leftover Christmas morning fabric and then the Christmas Eve fabric that I got not too long ago. And I already showed you all that already, but in a different video. So yeah, I'm definitely using that. And then whatever I have left over, I'll be making another quilt. Actually, I'm thinking about um, making 2 sets of these and making 2 quilts, but using different fabric. So I'm thinking about it because, I'm not sure how big this quilt is going to be at the end. I might want to make it bigger because I usually do. But anyway, that's what I'm working on. So I'll bring the camera down in just a second so you can watch. And let's see, who do we have? Hi, Terry. Hello, Pamela. Hi, Lori. Yep, a little bit at a time, and you'll be back to normal before you know it. What is normal? Well, if you know Ian, he always says normal is just the setting on the washing machine, or maybe even the dryer. Hello, S. Taylor. How are you tonight? And Teresa McBriar. Hello, hello. Hi, Candy. How are you doing? Okay, caught up there. That's true, Tiffany. Normal is a speedy quilt making stitch slinger. As Taylor said, good here and happy for your company. Awesome. Brandon's kind of tired tonight, but he got out with me. He did the driving while we went looking for mushrooms. So, and he did get out of the car and walk around in the mountains a little bit and, pick some mushrooms and stuff, but it pretty much wore him out. And he did spend some time in the car waiting for me, which he's fine with. But yeah, thank you for asking. He's doing okay. I think he's kind of going in and out of AFib, and so I think he has long periods of time where he's not in AFib, and then it just comes back. So, all right, I need to reorganize these because they got all mixed up. I'm gonna have to look at my pattern, figure out what A, B, and C and all those are again. And if you're wondering, I'm eating candy. I'm eating chocolate. Okay. So you need A through H. I'm just going to set all these out. Yeah. I got them all nice and mixed up. That's all right. I can fix them. All right. So A is the background fabric. A. So let me put the camera down so you can see. You can kind of see. So here's A. This is my background fabric. Yeah, he's on several different medications to treat the AFib, and she actually upped the dose of one of them Don't ask me what the names are. I'll have to go down and get the bottles um, and tell you if you really, really want to know. I'll have to run downstairs and get them because I am terrible with medication names. I really am. When I call in prescriptions, I'm like, can I just give you the number? Because I don't know how to pronounce this. Now, my younger sister, oh my God, she should have been a pharmacy technician or something because she can figure out those words just like that. B, I need 3 squares. This is B. And some people are just like that, you know. I'm just not good at English at all. Okay, so A through C is 2.5. Oh, okay, there's C. C and then D. D. All right. And then E is the flower fabric. E, F. E will be the dark red. Then F is the little teeny red. And then G is, got to be one of these, right? G is my accent fabric. So put that there. And H is my leaf, which is going to be pretty dark. So there's all my fabrics. What are the doctors doing for him? Well, they did the EKG when we were at the doctor's on Monday, and then he's got to go in for blood work and then an echocardiogram. And like I said, they upped one of the medications that's supposed to help keep you, either get you out of AFib and keep you out, is what they're hoping. And looking for my pencil. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, duh. All right, you guys. Should tell me it was right there. They're going to do what they call a cardio ablation. It's where they go up through the artery in your leg up to your heart, and they burn those nerves that are causing the AFib. That's the plan. But he's got to do those other 2 things first, or 3 things. I don't know how many things, but and then once the doctor starts getting all his test results back, then they'll schedule the heart surgery or the ablation. So it might be a month or so before all of that gets done. They're not going to do a pacemaker at this time. That's what he takes, Peggy. Metropol, that's one of them. Yeah, and I think that's the one that they upped. So now he was taking 50 milligrams of that, and she wants him to try 100 milligrams. Yeah, that's exactly what he takes. He was on that amodarian. I can't say that one either. And that stuff is pretty bad for you, I guess. So luckily the doctor got him off of it. So Well, thank you so much for your prayers. I really appreciate it. Oh, I know, Teresa. You you know, they think that we live close to town, I guess. Yeah, thank you, S. Taylor. He's doing okay. You know, he's been dealing with AFib for about 5 years now. And he's been having the um, where they shock the heart, you know. Can't remember what they call it now. Cardio inversion, or something like that. He's had that 4 times already. So they think it's, you know, time to try something different. Oh, wow, Peggy. I'm sorry. Prayers for you. Definitely. No, don't run downstairs. My husband, yeah, Judy, yep, that's what he's on, Metro. Yep. And they just put him on that in February after he got his last um, shock. And then they took him off the Amorodian and put him on um, Metoprolol, whatever, that stuff. Yeah, it kind of wears him out fast, but he really takes it easy, Tiffany. The first 3 days that he was back in AFib, he didn't want to do anything at all. All he did was hang out in the recliner and watch TV. He really felt like shit. And pardon my S word, but yeah, he felt terrible. But I kind of think now, I don't know, but just from watching him, um, he tends to kind of start to get used to it, and it doesn't freak him out as much, you know. And he's takes it very easy when he first stands up. He's very careful so that, you know, he doesn't get dizzy and fall down. And yeah, he just, plus I think that, like I said, he's got, you know, an hour or two where he's not in AFib at all, and then he'll go back in for a little while. So I think that medicine is helping. Otherwise, he'd probably still be in the um, recliner. Okay, Candy, I'll try not to yell. Yeah, morels are a mushroom that grows in the up in the mountains, like in the pine trees and so forth. But I think they have them back east. I'm pretty sure they're pretty popular, or you know, they grow prolifically in the northern climates, I believe. I'd have to go downstairs and get one, but yeah, just look it up on the internet. Yep, Judy Amriodaran. That's, I think that's even how you spell it, but that's probably not how you pronounce it. Yeah, that stuff is nasty. Oh, you don't want to be on that very long. Oh, you better get one of those, Shirley. Yeah, I keep a list of his medications too on my phone, but we're using that to record right now, so I don't really want to mess that up. Oh, you're taking 25 milligrams twice a day. Yeah, I think once if he can get stabilized with medication, then they might try dropping the milligrams down. I know, Candy. I think so too. Well, they actually told him that he could go down to the lab and have the blood work done, but they'd have to schedule his echocardiogram. And we wanted to have it done in Cottonwood because that's a lot closer to us instead of going all the way up to Lewiston. And I said, you know, if we're going to go to Cottonwood and have the echocardiogram, then we'll just go to and get the blood work done there too at the same time. Because when we were at his appointment Monday, he was not feeling good at all. And I don't think he was up to going down to the lab. And there's no way I could talk him into getting into a wheelchair. So we, you know, I just told him to, as a matter of fact, when his appointment was done and I was getting him a new appointment, I told him, I said, just go on downstairs and or go back out into the car and I'll finish all this up because he was really looking, you know, pale and peaked and all that. Right. I know, Teresa. That's why they do it. It did put his heart back into rhythm, but it only lasted, well, since February. So it's not lasting as long as it should. He's had those done 4 times now. Hello, Donna. Oh, Peggy said those morels grow in Indiana too. Cool. Teresa said they have them in Michigan. Everyone hunts them. Yep, everyone hunts them out here too. They grow in Manitoba too. See, they're everywhere. I don't think they grow down where Tiffany's at though. They don't grow in the desert. Um, yeah, Linda, I love morels too. Yeah, I almost fried them up, but these were not not really perfect. So I just cut them all up, put them in a frying pan with butter and garlic, and then I'm going to freeze them. Marley takes 150 milligrams of metropole once a day. Boy, a lot of you are on that. That must be the treatment of choice. I haven't heard of that one, Peggy. He's not on that one. Hi, Jim. How's it going? Yeah, if you guys are really curious, oh, he does take diltiazem. Probably didn't say that right. He takes that one too, and then there's another one that starts with an F. I can't remember. And these are all supposed to help with regulating the heartbeat. So I don't know why they have to have him on 3. But maybe after he gets the ablation, he can start reducing some of these medications. Oh, really? My heart would skip every third beat, but not now. That is great. Oh, really? Because his cholesterol is pretty good. It's just like 4 points over, um, you know, the main number. So I don't think that's too bad because he eats eggs and bacon every day, or eggs and sausage, or eggs and this, you know, whatever. But he has eggs every day. Oh, okay. The Ovisterin is for cholesterol. Oh, okay, I got you. Yours flutters. It feels like butterflies in your chest. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think all of them kind of make him a little bit tired, but I think he's just tired because of the AFib, you know. Plus, he's on pain medications, and those make him tired. So, just about everything he takes makes him tired. So, hopefully, we can get this taken care of. And he's been having a problem with his CPAP machine too. And I kind of wonder if that might not have something to do with his AFib problem. Um, so, I called Care today, and they're supposed to, the gal that um, takes care of his machine is to, is supposed to get back with me, and she'll either come up and take a look at it, or we can take it into her. But I did find out that it's still under warranty, which is good, and he still qualifies um, at this time to get a different one. So if something is wrong, Medicare will still pay for him to have another machine. So thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Oh, that's too bad, Teresa, because you know, there's what I was told is there's like two different types of problems with uh, sleep apnea. I guess is what it's called. You either have the kind that there's a blockage in your throat that stops you from breathing, or it's your brain is no longer telling your lungs to breathe. Okay. So he went in and had his sleep test done. He had 151 episodes within 1 hour. So he stopped breathing 151 times. And out of that, only 15 of those episodes was from his throat. The rest of it was his brain not telling his lungs it's time to take a breath. That is scary, you know? That is really scary. So he has got to have that machine on. He cannot lay down and take a nap or even a snooze. You know, anytime he's going to fall asleep, he's got to have that machine on. Okay, Tiffany. Yay, you're back. Yeah, Brandon's is pretty severe. So, and I actually think that's probably what caused him to go into AFib to begin with. Um, yeah, he got really bad, you know, and I tried and tried and tried to get him to let the doctor know that he wanted a sleep test. And um, he lost like, oh gosh, like 35 pounds. So he weighs like, normally he weighs about 195, right around in there, you know, and he got down to 158 pounds, 156. And one day he was snoozing in his recliner, and I could see him. He kept, you know, not breathing. So I took my phone and I uh, did a recording of him, and then I recorded it for, you know, 3 minutes, let's say, and then I woke him up and I said, "Honey, you're not breathing." Oh, really? You know, he's like, he didn't really quite believe me. So after he woke up a little bit, I said, "Watch this video." And so sure enough, you know, he could see plainly that he quit, you know, would just kept not breathing. And so he said, "Yeah, call the doctor." And so I called the doctor right then and made an appointment. And I showed the doctor that tape I made. And he goes, "Yeah, you got a problem, man. That's not good at all." So he had the lady call over at the sleep test to get him in as soon as possible. And so that all went really fast, really fast. Right, that's what I'm thinking, Shelley. If his brain's not telling him to breathe, then maybe it's not telling his heart to beat correctly. That could very well be. Oh, yeah, they didn't let Brandon. In fact, he had to go do it twice. And then he doesn't actually have a CPAP. I call it that because I always forget what the machine is called. It's a special machine for people like him that have that problem. And it actually will force him to take a breath if he stops. Huh, that's interesting, Shelley. Bipartisan. APAP, yeah, that might be what it is. Um, BiPAP. I'm not sure, ladies. Um, God, you would think I would know, but for some reason, I'd have to go down and look. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll write these things down, and then tomorrow night, if I come on, which I probably will, I'll have the answers to these questions. How's that? Exactly, yes, Taylor. As long as it helps him breathe, who cares what it's called? That is true. Yeah, an APAP adjusts to the breathing. A CPAP is just, oh, is that right? Continuous air? Yeah, it's not a CPAP. It definitely adjusts. It can sense when he's not taking a breath and it pushes the air in. As a matter of fact, um, if he won't take a breath, it just keeps pushing air in, and I can hear the machine going, you know, trying to push that air in. And so I'll wake him up. Oh, something else that's really interesting? I have to tell you, I have to be looking at you to tell you this. Um, his dog, Annie, the chocolate lab, knows when he quits breathing. For instance, if the power goes out during the night or during the day when he's taking a nap, if he quits breathing, she wakes him up. If I'm not in there, she wakes him up. Now, we didn't train her to do that, but she's done it ever since we've had her, since she was 8 months old. She'll go over and hit the bed and try and hit him, to wake him up, to make him breathe. Isn't isn't that amazing? Dogs are so smart. Yeah, she's a good service dog, definitely. You know, and what even when he's out in the living room, if he falls asleep in the recliner and he quits breathing, she goes over and you know pats him till he wakes up. It's amazing. Like I said, we never trained her to do that. So that's the perfect dog for him, for sure. Yeah, she is an awesome fur baby. Yeah, she's definitely his therapy dog. Yeah, she's awesome. A BiPAP forces air too. Okay. Oh, really, Tiffany? Okay. Just snoring if you're on your back. Yeah. Yeah, my fibromyalgia makes me pretty tired. I'm just going to buzz through here. Okay. Oh, hello. Heading to bed. Have a blessed night. Cruising koozies. I didn't even know you were here. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Yep, dogs sense it. All animals sense it. I think Willa can read my mind sometimes because I will be thinking about that I need to go to the post office or the store. And I don't know what it is in my behavior that, you know, I don't even say anything. I'm just thinking it. And all of a sudden she'll get up and she'll come over and look at me and, or, she'll get excited. And I'm like, excuse me, I haven't even said anything yet. Okay, Judy, have a good night. Thanks for popping in. I haven't got any sewing done. How long have I been on here? Okay, what do I need to do? I need to mark these little ones. I need to mark D because these are going to be sew and flips. So I'll get a little bit done. I'm doing white on white sew. Oh, wow. And RSN for you. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? Oh, Martha. Hi, Martha. How's it going? So good to see you. Thank you, Donna. What are you doing up? It's late where you are. Okay. So the first step is draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of the fabric D, which this is fabric D. So I'm going to do that. Make sure I'm on the wrong side. Some of those are really hard to see. How many do I need? All of them probably. With right side facing layer, fabric D square on the top left corner of fabric E square. Okay. Yeah, so we went on some roads that I hadn't been on for a while. We went up to a place called Ora Grande. So look that up if you want to. Um, it's an old gold mine town, Ora Grande, Idaho. And there's a lot of, oh, the road goes alongside Crooked River, which is really up and flowing right now. It's really pretty little river. And anyway, there's all kinds of camp spots up there. It's really nice until you get to the burned area, and then that's not so pretty. But yeah, it's an old gold mine. But there's actually quite a few cabins up there. I was surprised. There's got to be at least 20 people cabins up there. Good night, Donna. Oh, she's just now going to bed? Doesn't she have school tomorrow? Or are you guys out of school? Anyway, we were talking about just taking the camper up there because there's quite a few big areas that we could pull the camper into and that we'd fit in. And then we could do some fishing and looked like there was some places that had huckleberries. So I could pick up. Of course, it's too early for huckleberries right now, but I can scoop it out. But I told him, I said, maybe we ought to just do some day trips first, you know, make sure we want to hang out up there. But the nice thing is you have that stream so the dogs can go play in the water. And okay, how many do I need? I need to make 3, and they're all on the left side, I believe. Right, sure. With right sides facing, layer a fabric D square on the top left corner of fabric E. Okay, that's the top left. Oops, it feels really thick. Feels like there's 2 pieces of fabric in there. Must be, I really starched these pretty heavy, so that's probably what it is. Anyway, it was really pretty up there. Had a good time. Kay said, oh, interesting. Okay, Candy. Good night. Thanks for popping in. Um, yeah, especially when it's that teeny, for sure. Uh, Shelly's getting referred to a sleep clinic, but I just seem to breathe shallow and my oxygen level drops. I don't stop breathing according to the study. Will be interesting to see what that means. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but um, people with fibromyalgia are shallow breathers, and which I find very interesting. Um, I don't. I think because of the. I need 3. Yeah. Okay. Just 3. So just 3. I think because when I breathe too deeply, it actually hurts. The muscles. And then I need. I don't know why. I might have cut too many of these. I'm not sure yet. Okay. Those are fabric D. Now they'll be used somewhere else. Okay, and fabric. Put that back on fabric E. Okay. So I can go ahead and sew those. I use UV light, black light uh, to see the right and wrong side when it's tone on tone fabric. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, after I get all the fabric mixed up and it's no longer on the bolt, then I don't know which side's which, right? But if you hold it just right, you can see it. Exactly, Kay. That's what um, I do that too. Knock the pieces around, then you got to figure it out all over again. Are you still on vacation, Kay? Um, let's see. Did you get? Is it Texas you went to? Now, when I do these sew and flips like this, I don't sew down the middle of the line that I drew. You know what I mean? I sew right on the top of it, on the right side of it. So here's the line that I drew. So I don't sew right on the line. This is, so whatever side I'm going to be cutting off, so this is the side that'll get cut off. I sew right on the top of the line. Okay, so that's like kind of like a scant 1/4 inch. And you don't want to go too far away from that line, so just right on top of that line. Yep. Oh, that's a good way to do it. Lay it on a dark surface. Yep. Sometimes if you like, I always kind of hold it to the light, and then, yeah, holding it up against dark fabric, that really helps for sure. This one's not actually not too bad because the white is really bright. So that kind of helps. Okay. So now I can take all those out. So by sewing that right out on along the top there, um, it just comes out a little bit better because, your thread does take up space in that fold. And depending on what type of thread you use, now I think Orfil works really great for this. Orfil doesn't take up as much space, but just so happens I'm not using Orfil. Um, it's a little heavier weight cotton. The other thing is to, if your thread is a little heavier, go ahead and press that down first before you fold it over, and that'll set those stitches in there. But let me see if I can hold this up to the camera to where you can see. So here's my line, and then right on top of my line is my thread. So it's just riding right on top of the line. And then before you cut that, you always want to flip it over and make sure that it lines up nice and square, because this is the time that you can fix that easier than cutting it first, you know. And if it's a little off, you know, you know, I don't mess with it. But if it's a lot off, then I fix it. Okay, they all look good to me, so I'll go ahead and press them all down. Yeah, I kind of ran out of the Orfil I was using. I got to order some more. So I'm using, it is a 50 weight thread, but it's a 3-ply, and Orfil is a 2-ply, and you can definitely feel the difference, you know. I got to find it when it's on sale, the Orfil, because that stuff has gotten expensive. I was going to try that thread we got in the Sew Sampler box. Let me take a look at it and see if it's any better. It's Metler, and I think it's 50 weight. Oh yeah, that feels really thin compared to this other stuff. The thread I'm using is stuff I usually do on my long arm. Yes, Kay is still on vacation. Oh, you're up with the baby right now? Okay, I'll try not to yell. Yeah, this one might be a little bit better to use. And it is 100% cotton. And it's 50 weight. Okay, let me try it. Um, I really like this thread. It's from Connecting Threads. It's their brand that they have. It's called Essential. And it is really good thread. And my long arm really likes that thread too. But I will try this one because it's feels a little lighter. Not much lighter though. And Orfil kind of has like a sheen to it, you know. Now my long arm does not like Orfil at all, and I can't do like free motion quilting with it on this sewing machine because it doesn't like it. It just breaks. I think it breaks because it's 2-ply and you're going really fast, you know, when you're long arming, and it just shreds that thread. So, you know, I know there are some long arms out there that use it. Yeah, that's the other reason I like Orfil is not so much lint. Now, I can use Orfil in the bobbin of my long arm or in here, and I can get a lot more thread on the bobbin. I think we got to go to town again tomorrow, so probably try and get up here and sew a little bit earlier in the evening. Maybe try not to talk so much. Okay. Cutter, please. That one. Yeah, see, those turned out pretty good. I'm happy with them. And the piece that I'm cutting off is way too small. I'm not going to bother saving those. If it was a little bit bigger, I might, but that's going to be way too tiny. I don't even know if I can hold them together. Let's see if I can even sew them. Might have to pin it. Okay, I'm going to try it and see what happens. I'm going to have to put a leader in there first, though. See that? Okay. Oh, it's so tiny. It is really tiny. I mean to tell you now, it is tiny. Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to sew it to another one. Way too small. But it sure would be cute. Maybe you could, maybe by hand, if you only did like 1/8 of an inch stitch, that might work. Because look how tiny that is. That is 3/4 of an inch. So I would only have like 1/4 of an inch left in the middle of that. Oh my God, that would be really tiny. I'm going to save that though. That's really cute. So, but I'm not going to sew any more of those. You want me to save those for you, Tiffany? Thanks, Martha. Yeah, oh my teeny. That's way too small to fiddle with. Yeah, I agree. Way too fussy. Might be kind of fun though, you know. Like I said, if I did do those, I probably would just do 1/8 of an inch. So you'd get a little bit more. But yeah, that's pretty tiny. Should put that on the, pin that up somewhere. What is the smallest? Does anybody know what the smallest quilt block somebody's made? Like, what size was the finished block? Okay, what's step 2? The next one is the contrasting fabric with the, that goes with the flower. Okay, this one is going to be fabric F, so it'll be the red, little red squares. So we need a line on that. And we're making 2. I'll get my line on there. I'll have to try that sometime when I'm bored. Make the little teeny ones. Okay, there's our line, and it doesn't really matter what side you do it on because you can turn it wherever you need it. So I'll just put it on the left side. And when they're this small, I don't know, I like to pin. I just feel more secure about it. You know what I mean? So let's put that on the left corner. Done cutting for the night. Iron off. I have enough cut for 8 blocks. I'll be chain stitching with my enter Tiffany tomorrow. Good deal. Sounds good, Lori. Oh, yeah, I did say your name, Tiffany. I'm sorry. I just wanted to know if you wanted me to save you these little teeny blocks. I can send them to you. You can put them together. Make a little teeny quilt. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. You dare me? Okay, I might just have to if you're going to dare me. Okay, let's see if that thread made any... Yeah, it does actually feel less bulky. So that's good. Okay. So again, I just check those before I cut them off. Looks good. Looks good. So they call that setting the seam. So you set the seam before you flip it. And then go ahead and flip it. And just press it down. Press, don't iron. Now you could, now these are still warm. If I wanted to keep those together like this, use my little seam press for a minute and go to the next step. Draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of fabric C. That would be this one. And we're going to make 2 of those. So I need 1, 2. Okay. Slide those over a little ways. What time is it? Well, it's just a little bit after 10. You can hear Brandon still up downstairs, which is surprising. He did go take a nap after our drive in the country. Okay. We're making 2 of those. The C back on there. And that's going to be on fabric H. So I need 2 of those. And, oh, I'm going to need 4. Okay, I need 4 of those. That's why I had 4 cut. Hi, Mary. How are you doing? He's feeling pretty good today. Yeah. I think them upping the medication that he's on is helping. Because he has gone out of AFib a few times, so hopefully, boy, that would be nice if it worked, you know. Okay, there's those 2. Thank you so much for asking. Tiffany said, "You're fine. I should not be asleep yet. I'm very tired, though. If I sleep before 10, I wake fully at 3 and unable to go back to sleep. And it screws up my day." Yeah. That would screw up the day. Okay, we need one on this corner, on the right corner, that there. Now, I could, this one is going to be much bigger half square triangle left over than the last one. So I could save those. Oh, I'm sorry, Teresa. I didn't see you leave there. Good night. You're probably already gone. Sleep well, my friend. Okay. I'm just going to do the same things. Stitch right on top of that line there. There's that one. Go ahead and chain piece. And if you don't know, chain piecing is when you do one right after the other without breaking your thread or cutting your thread. Okay, those two are done. I'll take the pins out. These are the seam press rice bags that I made. I have a video out there on the channel on how to make those. And I also use them for a little cell phone stand. So it's 2 rice bags, this one and this one, with the Tula Pink Lineworks fabric. And I use them to, after you iron your, iron your pieces, then you put that on there. So it's kind of like, the tailor's block, right? The piece of wood that everybody buys, but I think these are much prettier and they work. And mine have rice in them. And anyway, but it also works really well for my cell phone to sit on because it's just the right height there. I also use this big one to hold my ruler, so it's a ruler weight. So it has multiple uses, and they're just darn cute, especially with that Tula Pink fabric. Okay, so go ahead and press these. Yeah, I made a bunch of those, all different sizes. And you can also use it for a pin cushion too. So while this is still hot, just take that and put it right there on my seam. Grab the other one, put it under there. Okay. And then go ahead and cut this one off. Or you can use your ruler and rotary cutter, but scissors work too. Okay. I'm not saving those little pieces. Sorry, Tiffany. I'm just not going to do it. All right. So Oh, yeah, you can use it as an exercise weight. Is that what you've been doing, Tiffany? Okay, those turned out really nice, so I can go ahead and cut that extra off. Now I could save these because they're a bit bigger, so I'll just make a little pile of them. Okay. I mean, this is Christmas morning and Christmas Eve fabric after all. Hi, Katie. How's it going? Hello, Crystal. Yep, another late night. Oh, okay. Bought new ones today for your hip exercises. Well, I hope you're being careful there. Yeah. Martha said those weight bags are definitely cute. Yeah, and then I have a little chicken too, made out of that same fabric line. And he usually sits up here. But this is out of rice too, and you can use this as a seam press, and also a, like if you sew garments, wouldn't that be really cute as a pattern weight? Or make this little chicken smaller and use it as a pattern weight. Anyway, he's supposed to sit up there. Oh, wow. Katie said, I actually sewed today, first time in 2 weeks. I was stuck in decision limbo. Oh, that's always fun. Okay, so I got to get my pattern back out. Now one right on the opposite side. So we had it on the upper right, so now it's going to go on the lower left. And lower left, this one. Okay, chain piece these. Yeah, it's a cute little chicken. I first saw that chicken on the Missouri Star Quilt. Jenny Doan, she made them. Super easy, super easy to make them. I have a video on that one, but so does Jenny. So, and the nice thing about those, you can use orphan blocks, but you can use your orphan blocks to make these rice bags too. Okay. And these items that I'm just talking about, great ideas, gift items. So if you're in a swap or something like that, or you have a sewing friend that's got a birthday coming up or Christmas, these are great for that. Thanks, Shirley. Hi, Amy. How's it going? She's in bed, going to sleep, so perfect that you're on so I can listen to your calm voice. Well, I'll try to stay calm. Katie is making quilts for nephew with motorcycle fabric and one for great niece in University of Washington fabric. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, I saw that too, Crystal. Um, she said, I saw someone did the chicken to hold up the iPad or a phone. Yeah, I've seen that too. So it would be like right here, and then, the phone could go right there. So you have to make the tail feather thing a little bit bigger. But yeah, I've seen that. It's pretty cute. But my tower works pretty well for holding my phone just right. Oh no, Katie, that's not good. Every time I thought I'd picked a pattern, I relaxed, it would cut the fabric up too much. Oh, realized it would cut the fabric up too much. Okay. uh, Hi, Stephanie. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, sweetie. Um, what about what kind of fabric are you using, Katie? So you want to be able to showcase the fabric. Because that one pattern that I did, Flutter, I don't know if you remember, it really showcased the fabric. You didn't have to cut it up so much. But I don't know if you have that book or not. I can grab it real quick and show you which one I'm talking about. Oh, from Fabric Cafe. Okay. The book I have is from the Fat Quarter Shop. Um, you're supposed to use fat quarters for it, but you don't have to, you know. So. Okay, there's those. Put that chicken on that one. Oh, having trouble sleeping. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have to set my phone down here. I think that's a lot of us that are here right now, Stephanie. Okay, I think I can. Nope, I have one more to do with right sides facing. Fabric D square on the top left corner of fabric H. Okay, this was fabric D. It's going to be on both sides on fabric H, which is the green one right here. Okie doke. Alrighty, put that back over there. I got these two done. Now the next one, I think that's the stem. Yeah, that's the stem. So this one on the leaf is going to go on the left corner, upper left corner. And on both of those, because we got to make two. I just might get this block done by 11 o'clock. And then it's going to be in the lower right corner. And since they're small enough and won't touch each other, I can go ahead and just put those on there. Okay, Tiffany, good night. Thanks for popping in. Okay. There we go. Ready to sew those. Sweet dreams. Katie says, much simpler than a lot of the quilts I make, but I think it will showcase the fabric. No sense in buying Harley Davis fabric and cutting up the motorcycles. Yeah, I hear you. And Fabric Cafe, they have a lot of good patterns. Simple ones too. Crystal says, I'm dozing off, sitting up on the couch. Somehow I heard something and it scared me. Oh no, that's not good. Everything is okay, Crystal. Hey, you guys, I gotta take a peanut break really quick, okay? So I'll be right smack back. If anybody comes on and asks, just tell them I'll be right back. You guys are in charge. Okay, warning, I'm coming back. Grab some more chocolate. I'm back. Okay. Go ahead and sew those. One right after the other. Just doing the same thing I did on those other ones. Right on top of the line there. Okay. Now I'm just going to lift that and pull the thread and spin that block around. And then do the other side. I didn't even break the thread or cut the thread. I'm going to have to cut this one though. Okay, those are done. See how fast that is when you just chain piece. Now, let me bring my iron over here so I can show you what I'm talking about. And let me grab this guy. I'll use the chicken for a backrest there. Okay, so while it's just like this down, just gonna set the seam, right? So that just kind of sets those, relaxes the threads. And then I'll flip it over nice and gently. You got to be gentle with these because they are on the bias now. And that's why you don't want to iron, but you want to press. Now I could go ahead and put that on there for a second and hold that down, and then I could just eat a piece of chocolate. Yeah, I showed it. I can show it to you again though, Kay, if you want to see it. You might not have been here. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and cut those. Oh, I better check this one. Looks off a little bit. Oh, it's okay. It's hanging up in the closet. I haven't quilted it yet, but it's a flimsy, as they call it, right? So go ahead and cut those little ones off of there. Just check these real quick. Remember to always check them before you cut that off, because it is much easier to fix it before you cut this. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and set those seams. Them very gently. Now it's hot, so it's really going to be stretchy. So you got to be careful. There's that. So I'll just leave that on there for a minute. Oh, you'd love to see it too? Okay, Martha. Crystal would like to see it also. Oh, really, Crystal? That's awesome. Yeah, me and Tiffany and Becca and Ian did a challenge with the line works, Tula Pink line work. We had a layer cake. We all did something different. You had to go check out those videos if you haven't seen them. They're really cool. But yeah, I'll be happy to show it to you. I'm still gonna quilt it, and then I'll do another video too. So hold on just a second, and then I'll grab that for you. Now I'm not starching these because I already used starch on the fabric before I even cut. I used quite a bit of starch, actually. Probably more than I normally do, but okay. And there's those two. Okay, I'll grab that quilt and we'll take a look. Let me see, what did I do with that book? I still have a bunch of the leftover fabric over here. I must have put it back. Okay. I'm just gonna turn the camera and kind of looking for that book too, because I use the Fat Quarter Shop Fat Quarter Style book for the quilt. There's my tiger. There's the quilt. Oh yeah, you probably didn't even see what I ended up doing for the borders either. So I had some of Tula pink, white and black polka dot. And so I did the border with the background and then the line of polka dot. And then in the corners, I just did this like a square and a square type with the Tula pink fabric there in each corner, same fabric in each corner. Turned out pretty big. I can't remember offhand now what size it is, but it's like 77 by 78, something like that. Let's see if I can. Willow's down there. So there's part of it. So I have it folded in half. But the way the quilt is, it'll go this way. Okay. So I think it turned out pretty good. I'll try and get a picture of it out, like lay it out on the grass and get a good picture of it, and then I'll put it in the Facebook group and on the community page. And let's see if I can. Yeah, here's the, I think this is the book. Yeah, here it is. This is the book that I got the pattern out of. And it's called Flutter. So there's the pattern. Flutter. And this is a pretty good book. It gives you like 4 different sizes. You get crib, lap, twin, and queen. And there are 12 quilt patterns in here. Here's the patterns you get. This one. Pat Sloan is doing this one right now over on her channel. I thought about doing that. Actually, I thought about doing that one with some Tula pink fabric because I thought it would really showcase that fabric, you know. A lot of these quilts are pretty modern. Here's a really nice one for a scrappy quilt. That would be really nice. And I kind of like this block here too. This would be another one for good for scraps. Oh, and of course that one's really pretty, but a little more challenging, you know, because all the half square triangles and stuff. So that's that. I'll put that up later. And let's see. I haven't been working on that tiger at all for the last week and a half. So I'll get back to it, but I got to get caught up on some other things. I have like 3 quilts to quilt too for customers. So there you go. Thank you, Mar. Thank you. The tiger looks realistic. Yeah, I think so too. I think he's turning out pretty good. And I used mostly batiks in that, so I think that really helped. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, Shirley. I have heard of gooseberries and I've heard of choke cherries. Um, but I haven't heard of the other one, Saskatoon berries. I've never heard of those. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. Continued prayers for you, Stephanie. Okay, let us see what we got to do next here. Okay, I think everything's ready. Now we can set this puppy out and sew these together. Fix my phone there. Still eating chocolate. I need to quit, or else I won't be able to go to sleep. And I'm only drinking decaffeinated coffee, so okay. I can move all of these guys. I don't need them anymore. All right. First off, here, put the camera back down for you. Let's see. This one goes in the upper right. Then we have one of these. Now in the pattern they used a light pink, and I'm using the green because my Christmas morning fabric doesn't really have a light red or light pink in it, so I'm just going to use this light green. So it'll be fine. Okay, and then the next one is another red one without being down. And then we need one of these, goes right here. And then the light one will go here with the sew and flip in the left or right hand corner lower. And then a solid red. And then a solid background. And then another red with the corner here. Then a solid goes here. And then this long solid goes there. It's like putting a puzzle together. And then a stem goes here. So the stem pointing up that way. And then the leaf with the corners going upper left, lower right. And this one upper left, lower right. Okay, that's correct. And then another stem. So there we go. There's the... Hi, Sheila. Good morning. It was chilly here too, Crystal. It was like, I think the warmest I got was like 65. Okay, so now we're going to sew this baby together. So I'm going to sew it in like 4-patch. I'm going to do these, this, and this. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, they're 12 and a half inch unfinished. Yep, 12 and a half inch unfinished. You know, 12 and a half inch is probably my favorite size block. I tend to do a lot of blocks at that size. Yeah, I bet you my husband turned on the bed heater. I don't know that it's cold enough to turn on the heater, but maybe. Okay, so I'm just got to double check and make sure I have those correct. Okay. Yes, yes. So I'm going to take these two, sew them together. And the wind was blowing here today, so it was cold and the wind was blowing. Ugh. And I don't know if you were here earlier when I said that I wore a coat out today when we were looking for mushrooms. Okay. Good night, Marley. Thank you, Martha. Yeah, I think the block is going to be really pretty. Yeah, when I got this in the Sew Sampler box, I was like, I'm definitely doing this sew along. I haven't done the last two or one. Well, the last one I did was Goodness Grows or something like that. Corey Yoder. So has that been 3 years? Oh my word. Okay. Now, normally I would just leave these two together, and then maybe I will do that. I'll just finger press this one way, and the other one, when I open it, press it the other way. In the Bay Area, California, it was 84. Is that normal, or is it usually warmer than that? Okay, make sure this looks right. Yep. So I didn't take that thread out from when I chain pieced, so that kind of holds them together. And since I'm kind of doing them in like, well, this will be a 3-patch, but this will be a 4-patch, and this will be 3. And I'm just going to go ahead and pin that so it stays put. And I'll pin each one corner. Make sure all the corners are lined up. Okay. And there's that one. So that looks pretty good. Yeah, looks okay. And I'll press all these before I sew them together. Okay, so then, since this is actually 3 pieces, this piece is really long, so these two go together. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together, right? And since I'm going to go ahead and sew this one on here, I'll just go ahead and press that real quick. Okay, make sure I have it on the correct side. Always refer back to the photo. Because it's pretty easy to get, turned around. I do that a lot, especially as it's getting later in the night, and you've been up all day. And I didn't even take a nap today, which is a shocker. Brandon thought I would just come home and totally crash, but I didn't because I needed to take care of those mushrooms. It's been really warm but chilly at night. I signed up for Fat Quarter Shop, so sampler box, you did. Well, congratulations. How long is it going to take to get to you? Probably like maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, 80s aren't too bad. Low 80s. I can handle that. But I'll tell you, after living here, we've just gotten used to it being cooler. And we go into town, go to Lewiston or something like that, like what we did the other day. And oh my God, it was so hot. And it was only 80, like 86 maybe. But we were dying because we're just not used to that heat. Okay, now these two. And where we lived at in Oregon, gee whiz, 100 degrees was nothing, And we moved here because my husband couldn't take that heat anymore. And now he says he can't take the cold. He wants to move in the wintertime. I'm like, man, you're just never going to be happy no matter where you live. And that is so true. He is restless. I think he's part gypsy, honestly, because after about 5 years, he's ready to move on. And, we really should have bought a family-sized motorhome years ago, and then just went around and bought lots, places where we could park the motorhome and not have an actual house. If I had it to do over again, knowing what I know now, that's what I would have done with him. But I like a home base, you know. I like to come home. Okay, this turns around that way. See, I almost did that. Goes like that. Double check your picture. But if I had like a nice big motorhome that had all the slide outs, you know, like at least a 35-foot one, I guess, probably be okay. I might have been happy with that. And then just have like buy a lot somewhere like up here and then build a little, you know, a carport or RV parking spot for it covered, and then maybe a little cabin or a shed or something to store stuff in. So, you know, I don't really want to put all our belongings in storage unit. I'd rather just sell everything, or as much as possible. Definitely would have to have a place where I could set up my long arm and be able to go back to it, you know, so I can get all my quilts done. You don't know, Halloween maybe? Sheila, did you get the first block for pressed flowers? Oh, okay. So an order from Joann's is takes about 2 weeks. Okay. So you can go on the Fat Quarter Shop. Sheila, you might already know this, and purchase the first block. It's $4.95. There is a link in the description box underneath the video here. It'll take you right over to this quilt along, and then you can download that, pay for it and download it, and then you'll have it. Okay, so there's that one. Oh yeah, that's true. No, the good thing about winter is no allergies. I hear you. Okay, so now grab those two. I better pin these because these corners can be a little, you know, these sew and flip corners, they can be a little tricky, and you got to be really careful because of that bias edge. They stretch out really easy, so don't be pulling on them too hard. Gonna line up each corner. Flip your block. You want me to flip the block? Did I grab the wrong thing? Nope, that looks good. You want me to turn it around so you can see it straight on? Is that what you mean? There's that one. The pink one, the pink one, and white on the table. This one? Okay. Now, you got to remember, I'm using different colors in this block, okay? So, red with white in the left corner, pink, which is my green, with red in the right corner, pink with red in the right lower corner, and then a solid piece. So, no, this is right. Then the red one with white in the lower right, solid white, and oh, this one goes that way. Is that the one you were talking about? There. Is that the one you were talking about? Flip the bottom block. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, this one goes on there. Yes, okay. I would have looked first. But then again, you never know. Okay. Let's line those up good. Get that pin out. I don't want to run over it. Okay. Night, Lori. 2 a.m. here. Bedtime. Glad you figured that out. Me too. I would have looked at the pattern before I sewed them together. Okay. I think I'm going to press these open. It does tell you pressing directions. Let's see. Oh, well, I guess I'll press it that way. Okay. Press it towards the stem. And this one probably towards the stem too. No. I'm going to press those. I'm starting to get tired. Probably a good thing that I'm almost done. Okay. This one goes there. No. There. Yes. This one goes there. Doop, 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 doop. Yep. Doop, 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 doop. Yep. Okay. It's going to be kind of weird because they're not actually, you don't have to line those up. Kind of a weird looking leaf and stem block. Barbara said, I'm going to be doing next. I really like this pattern. Me too. And like I said, I think, I have enough fabric to do 2 of these blocks each time. So I'll either make 2 quilts or I will make a king size quilt, depending on what the finishing looks like. Right? Yeah, I can't wait to see the whole thing. Is any of you doing the Halloween sew along with the Fat Quarter Shop? I'm thinking about doing that one too. But I haven't even started it, and I know they're on week 2. Um, so I'd have to pick out my fabric and everything. But I'm thinking about doing that one. And I have no idea what the finished size is going to be. I need to look at that because I might want to add to it too. Okay, so there's that. Boy, there's a lot of bulk in this. Yeah, I wish I would have just sewed it open like I wanted to. Or pressed it open, I mean, not sewed it. Oh, hi, Sandra. Um, Thinking about the Halloween also. Yeah, I think that would be fun. If you're not here on the live, but in the replay, if you're watching, let me know down in the comments if you're doing that so long. If you would, please. Okay. There it is. There's that. Now I can sew the 4 together. But I'm going to press each one of these first before I do that. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm going to do that butterfly. I was going to do it in February, but things got just too hectic. So I think I'm going to wait until this winter and do that one. Um, Sheila said I'm stocking up on Tula and every sale to do her butterfly. Yep, I'm got my little stockpile of Tula going too. Barbara said the Halloween so long is short. It is going to be a smaller quilt. Okay, well, I will have to add blocks to that then. Martha said, I'm not doing the Halloween one, but the cat was cute. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Okay, sounds good, Sheila. But you don't have to wait. If you're excited to get started, go ahead. Yeah, but that'll give you some more time. Maybe like October, November, and then take a little bit of time off for Thanksgiving and Christmas. There's that one, nice and pressed. Let's take both of these. Okay, we're almost done with this, you guys. Make sure I have this in the right direction. Okay. Double check. There's that. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. And that is correct. Oh, I want to do that one too. Oh my goodness. I definitely want to do the exploding heart. That is on my list also. Yep. For sure. That one's been on my list for a while, so I'd like to go ahead and get it going. What going to do exploding heart next, I think. By House of Pie, I think. Yeah. Do you know what fabric colors you're going to use for that? Any thoughts on it yet? I'm kind of leaning towards blue. I have this really pretty fat quarter bundle and batiks that are shades of blue that I'm thinking about doing it in. Okay, go ahead and do this one. Hi, Gloria from Tennessee. How are you doing tonight? Okay, I'm all lined up here. I guess I should have pinned this. I'm going to go ahead and pin it. Oh, there's an option for all scrappy. 15 fat quarters. Okay. I'll grab my fat quarter bundle in just a second and see how many are in it. But I have other batiks I could pull in. $15 fat quarters. That's not that much. What size is that quilt? You must have that handy, maybe, if you do. Okay, that block is almost done, you guys. Make sure it's still right, correct. One more time. You see how I have to do this a lot. Double check, especially this late at night because my eyes are getting tired. And then I might do like the background. If I'm going to use blues, I might do the background in a really light blue. Oh, wow, Jim. That's great. Jim got a 12-piece fat quarter rainbow batik bundle for $10 at a yard sale last week. Wow. What a good deal. Snug up at those seams here in the middle. Make sure they're nice and snuggy. Married those seams. 72 by 72 plus 4 1/4 background. Okay. 4¼ yards for the background. Okay, thank you. I wonder. Here's my it's purples and blues. Okay. It is Evening Glow Fat Quarters from Robert Kaufman. And they are so pretty. You guys want to see them? If you want to see them, I'll show them to you. So, yeah, they are beautiful. They look so pretty. So that's what I'm thinking. And it looks like I have 15 at least there. Probably more. Okay. Let me get this last seam done. Oops. Okay, those two match up there. And these two match up. Flip that. Make sure they're going the correct way. And it's done. Now I just got to press it. Yes. Yeah, Jim, that was a great deal. It looks pretty. Oh, so pretty. You still just want to press this, you know, and not iron. So, because there's still a lot of bias. Oh, I like a peak. Okay. Okay, let me show you the block first because it is done. Ta-da! Pretty nice, huh? Very pretty. And I think this color in here, this green, turned out okay because there is quite a bit of red in it and white flowers. So You know, there is quite a bit of contrast between the two. I know. And I use two different whites for the background. So in the leaf part over here, I used a white polka dot for the stem, and then the rest of all the whites match. Just, you know, so it's a little bit more scrappy, you know, and I wanted to use up some whites. So I think it turned out good. Yep, yep. Here's the back. This is that seam I pressed open, so I'm going to have to do that again and then put a weight on it so it holds that nice and flat. But I think it turned out good, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Gloria. And I didn't schedule it either. I didn't schedule this live. So, you know, I've just been coming on the last couple of nights because I wanted to try and get caught up on some stuff. Okay. But thank you. I love having you here. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Sandra. Okay, let's look at these. So here's a pretty purple. Look at this. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love that. That is so pretty. And this one, oh, they're all gorgeous. Look at that. Look at those colors. Oh, gorgeous. This one is very pretty also. This is Evening Glow, Robert Kaufman. There's 24 pieces. Look at that. So I'll have plenty to do that heart quilt. I might just do it in purples, as I have a lot more purple fabric other places, but it would be kind of nice just to do it in this whole bundle, because you know they already, you know, kind of go together, right? That one's pretty too. And oh, here's another beautiful one. Look at that. Robert Kaufman batiks are just absolutely gorgeous. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about signing up for the Fat Quarter monthly from Robert Kaufman batiks, because I really like their batiks. That's soft and pretty. This would make a really nice background. Oh, I'll have to see if I can find some more of that. I think yeah, that would make a really pretty background. There's that one. Oh, and here's one with butterflies. Look at that one. So pretty. They're delicious. Ooh, this might make a good background too. It's a little bit lighter than that other one. Yeah, that might be better yet. I'm going to have to go to the batik store and see if they have that. And this one, oh my goodness. You guys. These are so pretty. Here's another pretty blue. It's more turquoise and green on this one. Yeah, me too, Sandra. You drooling in your coffee. I know, right? I know they are just beautiful. I'm not sure what year they came out. Evening Glow. I know you can still get this because I've seen it in magazines. So pretty. Beautiful, beautiful. Yep, there's quite a few. So I can eliminate some of these for that exploding heart. Like I might take out this dark green. That could be one of them that would go. It's pretty. Ooh, here comes a really, really pretty one. Yeah, there's lots of nice choices. Look at that. Wow. Might want to take out like the ones that are really dark, like this one. But since there's 24 and I only need 15, can just take out all the really darks and just keep the medium and light. This one's really dark too, but it's really pretty. Okay, that's all of them. So pretty. Yeah. Yeah, lots of nice choices. Yeah, I know. Every time I see purple butterflies, I think of Tiffany. I know. She loves purple too. Purple's my favorite color also. But I also, I love all color, really, I do. And I really love teal. Purple, teal, lavender, um, some yellows, blue and yellow. Blue and yellow quilts are really pretty. Um, I even like brown. Brown has its place, and orange. Yeah, I like all the colors. The only fabric I'm not real crazy about, and you guys probably already know this, is grunge. I don't. Now, the grunge, the white, the really light white on white grunge, that one's not too bad. But for the most part, I'm just not a grunge girl at all. Um, but I do love these batiks, tell you that much. And this is going to make a beautiful quilt. So I cannot wait to do that exploding heart. Yeah, aquas, blues, browns. Yeah, I'm very earthy, I guess. I mean, I do like bright colors now and then, And the other thing I'm not into is like solids, but um, I like movement in there, except for the grunge. I know there's movement, but for some reason, it just reminds me of dirty paint on fabric, you know. So this is the one we did tonight, or I did. Um, Block number 2 of pressed flowers quilt along the fat quarter shop from the sew sampler box. But you don't have to get the sew sampler box to get this to participate in the quilt along. I do have, I'll say it one more time, a link in my description box that'll take you over to the Fat Quarter Shop website I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I don't get anything for that. I just put it there for your convenience. Um, so that one's done, and block 1 is done. So I can't wait to get number 3. So that project is all caught up, you guys. Yay. Oh, your least favorite is pink and green. And that's so funny. Yeah. It's not too bad, but um, do you watch Kate from the last homely house? She loves, oh my God, she loves pink and green. She has so many pink and green quilts and cupboards and chairs and all kinds of things. She just lime green and bright pink. She loves them. And actually I think they look pretty good. I Would that be my house? Probably not, but it looks good in her house. Oh, you did? I've been wanting to do those. Now I'm going to one of these days. Sheila said she made Kate's scrappy curtains for her craft room. So is it one window or multiple windows? Well, I'm all caught up with that block of the month. Not caught up with everything in here, but thanks, Martha. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's 11:30. Alrighty, you guys, I better let you go. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight and helping me get caught up on this pressed flowers quilt along. Oh, one window, thankfully. Yeah, I would like to do that for the patio door right over here. I think that would look really cool. And also, a shower curtain would look pretty awesome. So, all right. Good night, Sandra. Thanks for stopping in. Good night, Sheila. Good night, Martha. It was good to see you again. Good night, Jim. Thanks for being here. Second night in a row. And thank you so much, Barbara. Appreciate it. Let's see. And Gloria, if you're still there, good night. Glad you got to be live with me for a while. Let's see who else we have. Good night, Peggy, if you're still there. She said she doesn't do sew-alongs. Okay. Um, who else we got? S. Taylor. Good night. Thank you. I think Lori already went to bed. And, well, I don't know who else is out there. If you're out there and you want to say goodnight. Oh, good night, Crystal. Oh, thank you, Martha. You're inspired to make these too? Awesome. Be sure if you're making these blocks, take a picture and post them in the Facebook group. The link to the group is in the description box also if you're not, over there. Um, if you don't do Facebook, you can always send it to me in an email if you want me to see something and if you want me to share it, with the group. You just got to let me know what you want. If you don't want me to share it in the group, I won't. But if you want me to, then I will. That kind of thing. Love the pressed flowers. Yeah, me too, Barbara. So, okay. I'll start getting things turned off and put away. Give everybody a chance to say goodnight. To turn off that iron. Turn off my Turn that off. The cord. Whatchamacallit. Yeah, I'm tired. I think I'm probably gonna sleep in the morning. I don't know if Kay's still out there. Good night, Kay, if you're still out there. Okay, I guess that's it. Okay, you guys, have a great night. Be blessed. Remember to be kind. Say something kind to somebody now and then. Love you guys. Night.